Today's recipe in the CI kitchen not only smells amazing, you can make it in a crock pot. We are cooking up a storm today. You'll understand the meaning behind that title with our guest chef, Jacob Dickey. He also happens to be the newest meteorologist at WCIA3. Welcome.
Yeah, it's great to be here. You know, the kind of joke behind in the Weather Center is that I'm the chef meteorologist for
like
the station now. But I love
cooking up a storm, by the way. Brilliant title for the segment. I love it.
It's fantastic. It's the only storm I think people will appreciate around here. You know,
True.
We get tornadoes and winter weather and everything between that. But this is a storm where, at the end of the day, everyone's walking away satisfied and with a delicious meal.
With normal storms around here anyway, everybody feels the need to make French toast because they're running for bread, milk, eggs,
milk, and eggs.
Butter, right? So, but today we're not making French toast. You've got something that you're going to whip up for us in a crock pot.
Yes, the crock pot is a great thing that I've found I've fallen in love with in my time, and that's mainly because of how easy it is to cook. As a meteorologist, our jobs are very busy. We're always forecasting and watching the weather. It's 24/7. So if I want a good, healthy meal, a good, delicious meal, sometimes it's hard for me to accomplish that if I'm wanting to cook something up. So cooking up a storm in a crock pot, great way to do that. And it's great for families too. You know, for 20 bucks, you can fill a crock pot, have a big meal for your family, and you get leftovers from that too.
I believe the term is set it and forget it.
Yes, I like to use low and slow, and that's how all my crock pot meals are cooked.
I like that as well. So what are you putting in the crock pot today?
Today is turkey tortellini soup with greens. So this is Mama Dickey's recipe. Mama Dickey taught me to cook a lot and whatnot, and this is one of her recipes where a lot of people don't really use turkey all that much. Mm-hmm. It's you know, you're usually sticking on beef and chicken as your main ones, and I've always wanted to incorporate more. And so this turkey tortellini soup is a much more rich, better version of like a chicken noodle soup in a way. You got tortellini and you got turkey.
I love foods that are named with the exact ingredients that are in it. So we've got turkey, we've got tortellini, we've got greens, and presumably a few other things.
Yeah, some vegetables. So what I got here right now is I had a little broth left over from my turkey, but that turkey is going to be the base. And you can see this is just some chunks of turkey that I had baked, you know, sitting in leftovers. And I'm just going to drop that on in, and that's how we get the turkey to start here. And then what we'll do is we've got some mixed veggies that are going to go with that soup. So we can see here is some carrots, some celery, and some onion. I diced them up, had some in the fridge, can dump it in. You can put other things if you want. You could go corn, you know, green beans, whatever you want. And that's going to be the nice hearty part of our soup right
So any veggie will do almost.
It really will. You know, your traditional ones, your celery, your onions, your carrots is a very staple good for a soup like this. These are my spinach right here. I got a big bowl of it. We actually are going to hold off on that till the end. And what we really need to do now is we just need to let it cook low and slow with a little bit of broth in there. Normally, turkey broth is the way to go. The problem this time of year is usually turkey broth isn't very popular, so you can go with, I'm going to do a mix of chicken broth and a vegetable broth here. And I'm going to use the whole bottle of both of them. So two of these bottles in there. I got a 6-quart crock pot.
And how much is this going to make? How many will this feed, or how long will it feed you, I guess?
It'll feed me for a while. And this is a great meal that can freeze too. Mama Dickey would always freeze it. For a family, you'll have a good meal for a family of 4 to 6, no problem with this. And, you know, serve it on the side with maybe some biscuits or some bread and butter. And so I've stuck in my vegetable broth. We're going to do some of that chicken broth in there too. If you can find turkey broth, that's the best option, but it's not required.
Got it.
Usually around Thanksgiving, they start adding that to the shelves, turkey stock or turkey broth. But we're just going to do some vegetable and some chicken broth. And I like to go the unsalted route, partially because you can always add salt.
True.
But you can't take it away. So that's what we've got there.
And how long, I mean, I know you say low and slow, and that usually means, you know, slow, it's going to take a little while. How slow is that? Are we talking 3-4 hours? Is it 7-8 hours? What does that look like? You
know, we're going to go 4 to 6 minutes on this, and, I'm sorry, 4 to 6 hours.
I was going to say, wow,
minutes.
That's really fast.
Yeah, 4 to 6 hours, and I'm putting a little bit of salt and pepper on there. You can go longer if you want, but the turkey is already cooked. So if you're running a little bit more pressed for time, that 3 to 4 hour range isn't going to be a problem. So I just put a little bit of pepper and salt in there too.
Is this soup like chili and a lot of other soups where the longer it sits, the better it gets?
Yeah, those flavors, the longer it sits, the more it's going to immerse in with that. So we're going to let this cook low and slow for 4 to 6 hours. About 15 minutes before you're done those when you add your last ingredients.
Okay.
What have we not added in here?
We don't have the greens. Cheese?
And the the tortellini.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We haven't done that. So the great thing about this is tortellini. You can buy some tortellini that's prepackaged at the store. I find it to be really good. And, you know, this tortellini, whatever brand you buy, cheese stuff, you can pick, you know, what you want. It's really great and easy to cook with. And 15 minutes before, we're going to add about 15 ounces or a big family-style bag. Or, you know, a couple of these right here work just great depending on where you buy them.
All right. Well, we're going to get to that here in the next segment, and then hopefully we'll get to try some of this.
Yep, so add that in for 15 minutes, low and slow, and we've got it by the power of TV magic.
All right.
Ready for you to try.
We're going to have it here in just a few moments for you. You can find this recipe on our website, as well as a look at the finished product. Just go to CILiving.tv.